TIFU by grabbing a handful of free condoms. Today when I was leaving the aesthetic nurse's office, I figured I'd run to the bathroom real quickly on my way out. The nurse practices out of an obgyn and the bathroom had a basket full of free condoms. These condoms were the wacky neon rainbow-colored ones of assorted flavors. I thought they were funny, so naturally I grabbed a few of them. After leaving my appointment, I went to drop some paperwork off at the sheriff's office. The desk lady was extremely abrasive, so I left the office area in a huff and headed towards the main doors. Flustered and walking quickly, I heard one of the men waiting in the main lobby say, "Oh wait miss, you dropped something." Thinking it was one of my important papers, I quickly turned around to see him picking up the most offensive colored, vibrant neon condom packages I had grabbed earlier. Dread and absolute mortification overcame me as I went to grab it from him. Not really knowing what to do, I just very cheerfully said, "Well, that's super embarrassing, to which he gave me a startled look. I took it and rushed out the door. I called my mom right after and she said, "And that's why you don't steal free condoms," to which I replied, "It's not stealing if they are free, and the real lesson here is don't go to the sheriff's office with a purse filled with condoms." TLDR. Grabbed some free condoms. Dropped one whilst in the sheriff's office, only knowing it because an older gentleman picked it up and handed it to me. NGLI would totally do the same. Not the go to a sheriff's station and drop a condom, but the grabbing a handful of them part. Colorful condoms sounds fun. It's just like gacha. What color do you think we'll get today? Quote, "Ooh, orange." Quote, "Dear God, not again." It's great that you're practicing safe sex. Your mom is wrong. Use them and stay healthy and unpregnant. What is an aesthetic nurse? Well, that's super embarrassing. Handled that like a pro. I love it. Well done. I understand that you feel embarrassed because you might be reserved about your sex life, but practicing safe sex isn't anything to be embarrassed about like the others are saying. I used to feel embarrassed buying condoms, but I switched it to some sort of pride. First off, I'm having sex, which feels good and is fun. And second, I'm being smart about it, which means you can have some sort of pride about it if you ask me. So power to you anyway. I had a similar thing. Grabbed the condoms and had to go into a government building where my bag was searched. The guy was struggling. He said something like, "Gee, you're awfully active." Luckily, he was so grossed out he didn't search too well after that and missed the month-old bag of palm tree I had left in there. Stay safe. In the good old days, ladies would drop their handkerchiefs, now they drop neon condoms instead. Don't be trusting those off-brand condoms that come in wacky colors, they are as rippable as it gets. You would have gotten style points if you said, "Thanks, I'll need that later," wink wink. People need to not be embarrassed about condoms. At all or ever. The stigma of people being embarrassed if they dropped a condom or purchase condoms needs to go away. It shows you are practicing safe sex and you should not be embarrassed by that. Who cares if someone knows you are having sex? The majority of people have sex. It's a condom. People have sex. It's assumed that pretty much most adults are doing it. No one is shocked that other people have sex. I wouldn't sweat it. Should have owned it. Looked him in the eyes and said, "I see you found my calling card." Meow, then sashayed away. Had a matronly woman at the grocery store give me a shame look when I bought a pack recently. I just shook my head and sighed. TIFU by showing that I protect myself and live life responsibly. Face with rolling eyes. All I was thinking about clicking this was 1.2.3, baby. 1.2.3, baby. Quote. I dunno. Sounds like you did everything correct. There's no need to be embarrassed. I can't imagine the guy even thought much of it beyond being a bit awkward himself. I'm confused as to the problem here. You dropped a condom, so what? Seems like your mom mainly was annoyed by the stealing part, not the condoms themselves. The cops didn't seem fazed at all by the condoms either. Spoiler. They see their fair share of nudity by some of the nutjobs that get arrested. You might feel embarrassed, but honestly that's all there's to it. In 2020, being embarrassed of condoms, that's weird mindset to be stuck in.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.